What is going on, ladies and gents? Randy here with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you a fantastic video today. We are playing the Lord of the Rings Rise to War, and in today's video, we are finally set up in the new Austin office here. I just got internet installed and the computer set up last night, so check this out. We're here with Baby Lux. She is just starting to nod off, so I'm going to be a little bit quiet. Not going to be shouting per usual, but thank you so much for tuning in. So say hi, Lux. She is just starting to nod off after tantruming and screaming all morning. So here we go. We're going to rock and roll with a uniquely stupid build this morning. We're going to be having fun with Celeborn and the newly buffed sniper units, okay? In this particular Celeborn build, I am running a full stack of 7,000 snipers, okay? I'm running pure damage output here between... I've got the Deadeye here, I've got the Guide, and then I have a few points in these other talents here, which will be some more offense. I could even, maybe I'll even go up here, I don't know. They're not elves. Snipers aren't elves, they won't benefit from this, so I'm going to stick with this particular build. And by the way, thank you so much for sticking with me for the past few days. I know it's been a little bit spotty with my video releases during the move, but now that we have moved, you can expect more amazing videos because YOLO, I love you a long time. I love all my fans. You guys are the best. And Lore Maester, you're my one true bae. You know how it is. Don't tell my wife. So, in this video, like I said, we'll be messing around with this Celeborn single stack. We should have some pretty good damage output. The gear isn't maxed out. I haven't really been using Celeborn. But 7,000 snipers with +4 attack and all of those bonuses that they get, it should be an interesting event. In addition, since I'm attacking the spider, I should get 12% reduced damage taken from the spider, since the spider is a melee unit. So this is actually should be a relatively effective combination against the spider, since the spider does AoE poison damage. Having a single stack that's highly resistant to melee and an anti-poison damage chest should be fun. And really, I just want to showcase the potential damage of the new sniper after their buffs, right? So that's the goal. I want to showcase what snipers look like, how much damage they can really put out with a ranged damage commander. So you can get an idea of what your potential is. I know I released a video the other day messing around with snipers and Witch King, and I also released a video messing around with snipers and Ugluk. I haven't been super thrilled with either one of those builds. But let's see how their max damage is able to perform with Celeborn, okay? I'm just curious. I want to see what it is. All right. It looks like I did pretty good. I didn't take a whole lot of damage, and I dealt a good amount of damage there. Very nice. Okay, 200,000 damage output, 10,000 damage received, 9,000 healing. Let's see how that really played out in rounds 1, 2, and 3, right? Because in rounds 1 and 2... I will have dealt max damage, and in rounds 3, I'll have dropped off 45% damage output. All right, so here's the snipers hitting the giant spider for 27,000 damage. The spider auto attacks for 2,000. Okay, putting a little heal in there, 167 damage heal to 28,000 damage to the giant spider in round 2, ladies and gents. Here in round 3, I did trigger Tactical Mark, so I'll get max damage. I'll get about 10% damage boost on my range, to my average damage. But I'm going to lose the 45%, so there you go. I dropped from 28. Whew. I was trying not to sneeze. Now I woke up the baby. It's okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here in round 3, I only did 19,000 damage, so I lost about 9,000 damage output, which is pretty accurate since I was doing 166% damage output. Now I'm doing 121% damage output. Definitely a good drop there, okay? And let's see what that poison damage looked like in round 3. Look at that. How interesting is that, huh? So I have a sneaking suspicion that the poison damage deals reduced damage to ranged units because I just attacked with another unit a minute ago just to mess around with a different build that I'm not going to walk you through yet. This is another build coming soon. But check out this change in damage output against my melee. Almost 1,000% increase in damage output, whatever, 700 or 800% increase in damage output against my melee units. And yeah, I don't have the chest piece, which reduces poison damage by 60%, but my units are fairly tanky, and I have the dishearten ability, which reduces enemy damage by 21%. So I would expect the damage that my guys receive compared to Celeborn snipers to be somewhere in the ballpark of maybe double. I'd expect my melee units to maybe take double the damage that the snipers took, just based on the gear and the skills. So it's interesting to see my units take about 700% increase in the damage that they received as melee units versus the snipers, which are ranged. So that could be something new. All right. But yeah, overall damage output, guys, I'm just not happy with. I just don't like it. It's just not there. It's just not there. Against enemy ranged, you know what? It's great. But against non-ranged targets, it's just not there. And these have been buffed twice, right? They had their minimum damage drastically increased by, brought up their average damage 20%. And then they had their overall damage range nudged upwards by another couple damage as well in the last patch. So they've been buffed twice in the last 2 patches, and I just am not feeling them between the Witch King and my Ugluk builds. They have not been able to perform as well as I liked, so that's unfortunate. Good for spider killing, apparently. Take very little damage, put out some good damage. So good for spider killing, not a big fan for PvP yet. I'm going to try one more commander with these snipers. It's actually going to be a Lurtz build, believe it or not. Let's take off Lurtz's weapon here. This is going to be a Lurtz sniper damage build. It's going to be very interesting. I had one of my viewers actually recommend it to me. And they, in discussing it with them, shout out to, I'm trying to remember who it was. Let's go look on YouTube comments here. Let's take a look, guys. Who put it in my comment? Let's see. Okay, alerts. Where's the alerts? Where's the alerts comment? We shall find it. Must be in my other video. Could be in the Ugluk video. Okay, so Mick Zanders. Shout out to Mick Zanders for this fantastic comment here, guys. Really, really great point. He mentioned that Lurtz might be Berserker Sniper stronger build than the Ugluk build. And he's right in a number of ways, because although Lurtz doesn't have Ugluk's middle tree, which gives 21% bonus damage to the melee, and a few other traits like Cripple, what he does have is the same Urukai Elite tree, which can give you the same dangerous trade. So you still get 28% dangerous trade damage for your snipers. You'll still get the Urukai Captain healing if you want it. And then you still have the White Hand. So where Ugluk excels compared to Lurtz, because he has worse stats and lower commander damage, is he gives good bonuses to melee. Or he gives an additional, skill to melee to give them bonus 21% damage. So in a melee versus melee fight, he might win over Lurtz. But in a ranged commander fight, where you're using range units, Lurtz has all the same skills for ranged, but he has much higher commander damage output. If you skill into his tier 3 tree here, you can have absolutely phenomenal damage output from Lurtz compared to Ugluk's potential damage output, which I tested and was able to get around 80 to 100k damage output combined with the snipers, right? With this kind of hybrid build, but 80k damage output really wasn't making or breaking the fight. It was a good contribution, but if I can get Lurtz in the 120 to 140 range using his middle tree, since he doesn't have Outlaw here, he doesn't have Brawler, he doesn't have Cripple, but that's okay. If I can get that to work out, then that would be fantastic. Okay, so that's the video. I kind of started with snipers and reached into a tangent somewhere else. Again, shout out to Mick Zanders for his comments about using Lurtz over Ugluk. I will test it out, so stay tuned for that. All right, thanks for watching, ladies and gents. Stay tuned for more great videos coming up here. Love you all a long time. Randy out.